Hey, it's Bill Steffen. Thanks so much for joining us today. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of interesting weather going on out there. Wednesday evening, there was a cool air mass that was coming down from the Midland area, and it met the air coming in off of Lake Michigan, and it popped a couple of showers and thunder showers from eastern Kent County into Ionia County and then off to the southeast. And I was watching on TV the Futurecast that we use at Wood TV8 really picked up on that convergence would pop those showers during the evening hours here. But this graphic here tells you a little bit about what was going on during the earlier part of the day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's back up one here again and go back to this one. This is really interesting. Look at the different temperatures, and this was a classic example of cooler near the lake. At the Grand Rapids Airport at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was 74. At the Muskegon Airport, just a slightly cooler at 69. But look at the beach. Now, that the beach and the airport are only about 3 miles away in a straight line, but the airport had a north wind coming in off the land, and the Muskegon beach had a northwest wind coming in off the water, and they were 20 degrees cooler. It was only 49 there. The Muskegon Pier, that's way out at the end of the pier, the break wall there, they were just 46 degrees, so really interesting. And the same thing was going on at Holland. At the airport, the regional airport there, 73 degrees at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But the thermometer at the beach, right at the end of the channel there, was showing a temperature of just 49. Isn't that amazing? We have that big a difference over that short a distance. All right, now let's talk about severe weather and what we expect here over the next couple of days. 2 pockets of severe thunderstorms a possibility. One down along the Rio Grande Valley, which will extend down into Mexico. And another centered kind of over the Smoky Mountains. Those were areas where there could be some strong winds and maybe some hail from thunderstorm activity. Nothing going on in Michigan. There is pretty much a 0 chance of thunderstorms or even any rain for both Thursday and Friday. During the day on Friday, there's a pretty significant marginal risk area. And that map will show that we've got activity going on the East Coast from Virginia on down to northern Florida, where there could be some isolated hail and strong gusty winds. There may be a thunder shower up in the western UP on Friday, but the rest of the state looks like it will be dry. We're going to take time out to thank our sponsors here. Pay attention to this.
And Complete Care Concierge has us covered as our Bill Steffen sponsor, and they have you covered too. They are the fast, efficient, and affordable cleaning service serving all of West Michigan. They clean homes, apartments, condos, your business, your office, special circumstances, repeat circumstances, whatever you need. They even clean on weekends. Complete Care Concierge has you covered. 616-264-1397, 616-264-1397. And here's a word from our other sponsor.
When your home needs help, you might not know where to start. Why not ask Ace? We're always here to help with Ace Handyman Services. Our talented craftsmen handle everything from drywall and carpentry to doors and kitchens. We're the neighbors you trust to get the job done right. Let's get started. Book your handyman appointment today. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Our headlines: partly to mostly sunny skies expected here through the day on Monday. There is only a very, very, very slight chance of a shower here on Saturday. Most areas will not see that at all. There is a chance of a little bit of frost Friday night for most of us here. It's kind of a marginal situation, but it certainly wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of frost here. Seasonable temperatures the next few days here should be pleasant, and good weather for Tulip time and the Riverbank run. Well, let's take a look at the weather for some specific areas. First of all, this morning there is a chance for a little frost up in northern lower Michigan, and that area is going to see some pretty dry air, so it cools off. And this is the area from Clare County and Lake County to the north, which tends to be susceptible to late season frosts here. So again, they will also have a chance of frost here for early Friday morning as well. Some interesting weather for the we're going to take a look at the weather here for the Whitecaps. They have a day game here today, May 8th. We're looking for 58 degrees at game times, mostly sunny skies, probably a few high clouds scattered about. Should be good for that. And we've got good weather shaping up also for tulip time over in the Holland area. And we'll be seeing temperatures here up into the low 60s in the afternoon. Wind is going to be northeast, and that means that temperatures will be just as warm at the lakeshore tomorrow as they will be in inland areas. So it will actually be warmer. We have a cold front coming through, and it will actually be warmer because the wind direction will be out of the northeast. So that's kind of interesting. The Kinder Parade is at 2 o'clock here in the afternoon. So a lot of folks heading in that direction. And I think you can look for Ellenbacher. And who else? There was somebody else that I thought was going to be in that parade as well. But Storm Team 8 will be represented. Let's take a look at the forecast for the rainfall. This is kind of interesting. The heavy rainfall that's occurred across the southern United States. The map shows weather over the next 66 hours, and you can see the yellow color indicating well over an inch of rain in several areas. One is southern Louisiana over to the Florida Panhandle, wet day for places like Pensacola and Mobile. The east coast of Florida seeing some significant rain, and also from eastern Pennsylvania up into southern New England, a lot of rain. And I posted some of the heavy rainfall totals over the last 24 hours, highlighted by DeRidder, Louisiana. That's a 24-hour total of nearly 8 inches of rain. And heavy rain fell at Gulfport. That is in Mississippi, not Alabama there. That should be MS. Baton Rouge, Macomb, Mississippi, and also New Orleans. Really picking up on that heavy rain. Nothing going on out in our area here. Like I said, a very slight chance of a shower Saturday would be our only chance for rain. And in terms of snowfall, it is still snowing out west. And look at some of the snowfall totals. The map shows additional snowfall, and that yellow color, the Sangre de Cristos down there in southwest Colorado should be picking up another half foot of snow. Pikes Peak, 31 inches of snow, and it was still snowing there. Cuchera with almost 2 feet. St. Mary's Glacier with 19.8 inches of snow. That's 22.3 inches of snow at Cuchera. San Isabel with almost 20 inches. We had Aspen Springs with about 16.1 inches. So that's a lot of snow falling out in Colorado. And they do get some snowstorms during the month of May. But all of that snow will be gradually melting and filling up the reservoirs, and that's a good thing. All right, forecast here for today, 62 degrees, low temperature early morning at 45. We'll be seeing mostly sunny skies during the day, just a few scattered clouds. Humidity levels will be low, 40 to 45% here this afternoon. Winds just a touch on the brisk side, 10 to 15, probably be some gusts around 20 to 25 here during the afternoon. High temperatures here over the next couple of days look like this. First of all, for today, we're looking for readings up into the low 60s, probably mid 60s down toward the Indiana border. You can see it is cooler with an east wind on the other side of the lake, computer giving Holland 61 and Milwaukee just 50 for a high temperature. It's going to be a pleasant day across most all of the state if you're going to be doing any traveling. And then we'll take a look at Friday, and Friday we warm up just a few degrees. It'll be cold in the morning. Temperatures will be down in the 30s here with that chance of some scattered frost, but we really bounce up, and the winds being very light, a lake breeze will finally kick in. You can see Ludington there at 57, and the Grand Rapids area there, Grand Rapids, Greenville, with temperatures up into the mid to upper 60s here during the afternoon. Okay, the long-range outlook now for, there's one more day. We got Saturday in here. That's 70 to 75 here over much of the area. Lake breeze again. You can see Ludington. That's the airport at 62, probably just 50s at the lakeshore here Saturday afternoon. I would imagine at tulip time, readings will be in the 60s, and it should be very pleasant, mid to upper 60s, maybe even 70 degrees as the parade kicks off at 2 o'clock. Okay, the long-range outlook going out to Monday of next week. A lot of sunshine's dancing around there. You don't see that all the time here in spring. Mostly sunny skies expected for Thursday and Friday. You can see we gradually warm up. Cold here early Friday. I've got 36 out, but 68 in the afternoon. That's a 32-degree rise in temperature during the day. Big rise on Saturday. Sunday's looking good for Mother's Day. And I think next week, temperatures will be knocking on the door of 80 a couple of days next week at least. So a mild pattern shaping up here for the following week. All right, long range outlook. This is kind of interesting. The above area, we're still in the above area, but that's over a 7-day period. And the above area is shifting off to the east. So don't be surprised if toward the end of that 7-day period, maybe around the 19th through the 21st, we get in a cooler and wetter pattern here. In fact, I would suspect that we're going to see more showers and storms around here for the middle of next week. So kind of write that on your calendar, more showers and storms next week. And some of those could be on the heavy side here. Below average conditions out in the Rockies, where they will probably get more snow at the higher elevations. So Michelle, not a bad forecast to pass along. Timing on this is good. Should be a great weekend for the Riverbank run and for the Tulip time parades.
Yeah. Look at all that sunshine. It sounds
I
so much.
recognize somebody in that picture.
Yeah. Look, it's you.
That was today. I spoke to the Michigan Society of Professional Engineers, a smart group, as you can tell. And we have a graphic up there on season snowfall. I shared that about what was going on up in the UP and some places up there getting some record snow. But interesting. And it's amazing. You know, one of the best engineering schools in Michigan is Michigan Tech. And some of the people there went to Michigan Tech, and they can attest to the heavy snow that falls up there during the winter.
And congratulations to Matthew Palmieri, who is a band teacher at elementary and middle schools in Grand Rapids Public Schools. And he was named the Band District Teacher of the Year for the Michigan School Band and Orchestra Association. Congratulations. That's
amazing. I tell you, you know, that's one of the things I regret is I don't really play a musical instrument. I can play "Oh Christmas Tree" on the piano, which you can attest to with two hands.
You said that Grandma tried, but you were too busy looking at the weather.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. That was where my interest lied, was in weather.
Well, sometime you have a concert playing "Oh Christmas Tree."
Well, we can do that again. We did that once. We kind of tag teamed and did that together.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear the plane? I'm on.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm on the patio, or as we call it, the catio, because the cats really like it out here.
How far away is the airport?
I don't know. My commute's maybe 20 minutes.
So in a straight line, it would be like 10 miles, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay, so I did not have a lot of time to put stuff together today. I'm blessed to have work, so I had to work. But I thought we could play a fun game called Do You Know Your Weather Lyrics?
Okay.
So I'm going to put up song lyrics, and you're going to have to fill in the weather terms. And I think most of them are going to be so easy, but we'll see how much you know. And if you're watching, you can play along at home.
Okay.
First one. Here comes the
sun.
Yay.
Hooray for the Beatles. And
yep, you know the year.
Yeah, that's a great song, and one that people in England can relate to. Beatles, 1969.
All right. What
raindrops keep falling in my head?
Good.
Who was that? Was male country singer. Let's see. I don't know. Escapes me right now, but I know him. BJ.
This is what I found. Some of these are before my time, so I don't have personal knowledge. So if anything's wrong, internet, just correct me.
Right. And I remember seeing the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which was loosely based on reality. They wound up down in South America. So yes.
Why are there so many songs about
Bill Steffen? No, that would not work. Why are there so many songs about?
And what's on the other side?
It sounds like silly love songs from the Beatles again.
Okay, you're on track with the silliness. Kermit the Frog.
Oh, okay, neat. You know what I watched the other day? I watched a segment of Kermit the Frog and the Muppets singing "The Cat Came Back." I thought that was well done. I remember that from years ago, so let's dig that up again.
So why are there so many songs about
Um,
Rainbows.
oh, okay.
Rainbows are visions, but
I
only
remember.
illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide, and so
Mhm.
on and so forth.
Very cool.
So the thing I don't get about this song is why are there so many songs about rainbows? Other than this song, try to think of another song about a rainbow.
Let's see. Somewhere over the rainbow, Wizard of
Oh,
Oz.
duh, of course. That's an easy one. Why did I think of that?
Let's see. There's
And the first song I ever sang in church when I was 3 was What Kind of Music Does a Rainbow Make?
oh, okay. What kind of music does a rainbow make? Pitter patter.
Well, according to the song, it's a happy kind of melody that brightens everything. But anyways, yeah, Somewhere Over the Rainbow is a super famous song about rainbows. So I guess there are other songs about rainbows.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is contemporary, so we'll see how far you get.
No, I don't do contemporary well.
And speaking of, I'll give you a hint. It's also one of these is rainbow. So,
Oh, okay.
but you're stuck out in the same old again. Hold
Well,
tight to
let's
your.
go for the third blank being the rainbow.
Okay, very good.
Okay. But
Okay.
you're stuck out on the same old rain again. Hold tight to your bow, darling.
What would you hold tight to if you were in the rain?
Umbrella.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, neat.
Uh-huh. But it's not rain, it's storm. This
Storm.
is Casey
Okay.
Musgraves.
Okay,
You're stuck
neat.
out in the same old storm again. Hold tight to your umbrella. There's always been a rainbow hanging over your head.
All right. Nice
It's a
graphics,
good
by the
song.
way.
I like her music. Thank you.
Neat.
Okay, go Grease. You're burning up the quarter mile.
Let's see. Burn up that quarter mile. Surf fever brings you here to meet the test. But come on out the here.
I'm starting to regret this game. The musical
I'm
Grease.
singing an old Beach Boys song about
Oh, I see.
burn up that quarter mile.
Hmm.
What were some of the words to that?
I'll give you a hint. John Travolta.
John Travolta. Oh, you mean
Grease?
from the movie Grease?
Yes.
Wow, burning up your quarter mile. Oh, sunshine maybe. Lightning. Okay.
It's a song about a car, I think.
Yeah, right. You know, there's a lot of races that are quarter mile, and it's an acceleration race, and so that's where both of those songs came from. The one in the Beach Boys, the one that I was singing along to, was the same thing. Surf.
Okay. Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. 2 words.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Lake effect.
This is no, but that would also be a reason why there's no
I think
sun
that's
up
a
in the
good.
sky.
Wait, is there a song about lake effect? We ought to write a song about lake effect. What do you think?
We should, and it should include the lyrics. It's cooler by the lake.
Yes, indeed. There was a radio station in Muskegon, I believe it was, that their slogan was "Cooler by the lake."
Well, in this case, don't know why there's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather.
Stormy
And it's
weather.
an old song from 1960.
And let's see, who else sung that song, made it famous? Boy, in my old age, it's hard to roll these things off the top of my head. If you give me like 5 minutes, I'd probably come up with it.
I used to play this song when I played at Noto's back in the day.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And when October goes, the begins
Leaves,
to fly.
leaves, they fly.
Close. Close.
How
Something
about
else that
snow?
flies. There you go. Very
Yeah,
mellow.
yeah.
That's a
Johnny
beautiful
Mercer wrote
song.
so
One of my
many cool
favorites.
songs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Neat.
Okay, this one's Rihanna. You can stand under my.
Umbrella.
Yep. Except you got to say it like she says it. Umbrella.
Umbrella.
4-syllable word.
Umbrella.
Exactly.
Neat.
Okay.
Thunder
Garth
rolls
Brooks.
and the lightning strikes. Garth
Very
Brooks.
good. Very good.
Yeah, I got one. Okay.
And I'm told everyone knows this song but me. It wasn't one I knew, but others told me I needed to have it in the show.
Ice.
Very
Which kind
good.
of sacrifice.
Do you know this song?
Foreigner, yeah.
Oh, okay. So everyone does know it but me. Okay.
I don't know. I guess that's a little bit before your prime time.
Hmm.
Young thing that you are.
Dan says I have a small window of pop culture knowledge.
Well, you see, that's a tough thing for me too. If you asked me to name 5 Taylor Swift songs, I couldn't do it.
It's like 1998 to 2003, and then I stopped paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay, it's too darn. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight, but I ain't up to my baby tonight because it's too darn.
Uh,
I hear a kitty.
what is going on? The cat knows the answer. Hey, kitty, tell me the answer. I can't speak cat. Can you come and tap it out or something for me here? The cat knows the answer. The cat's trying to give the answer here. Kitty, come here. You can be on TV, or you can be on the internet. Holy cow, the cat's all excited.
Yeah. Wonder what's outside.
Well, I understand. People ask me what language I'd like to speak, and I tell them cat. I really would. Cat or dog. That would be great. Let's go with hot.
Very good. Cole Porter, Kiss Me Kate, 1948.
Yes, indeed. I've heard that before.
A great song.
Mm-hmm. Boy, Cole Porter. I'm surprised you've heard of Cole Porter.
I don't know. It's a great song. Okay, hot. Streets and the pavements are burning. It's a cruel, cruel, leaving me here on my own.
When I think of hot times, summer in the city, back of my neck.
Okay, yep, you're on track. You said it.
Oh, cool cat looking for a kitty.
This isn't
Kitty. I mentioned you.
This is not like a weather phenomenon. It's a season.
It's a season. Hot summer streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bananarama, which I'm told everyone has heard of but me.
Bananarama. I've heard of them. I don't know a whole lot about them. Do you know about the Savannah Bananas? That's a baseball team that does crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's a silly baseball team. They're not far from here.
I think they're coming to Grand Rapids at some point in time.
And my favorite, she'd been drinking too much eggnog. We begged her not to go, but she forgot her medication, so she stumbled out the door into the
snow. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
So
that one.
If you think about the lyrics, Grandma's on medication, but she's drinking.
Right.
And didn't bring her medication, so she makes bad choices.
Right. I just, Uncle so-and-so is playing cards in the corner or something like that. And Grandpa's taking it so well. You're just like, oh my goodness.
So Grandma's got her problems. And I think she doesn't survive the song.
Yeah, probably not. Well, let's move along here. John Doherty from up in Benzie County with a couple of nice a nice picture here for us.
Beautiful day.
Very interesting. Yeah, and it was a nice day up there. They've had some good days up there. They have a long winter up in Benzie County, so they deserve some good weather here in the spring. Still no leaves in the trees up there, and we're just starting to get leaves here in the Grand Rapids area.
And John Scully.
John Scully got himself a super flashlight. I mean, this thing is like a searchlight.
Yeah, how cool is that?
It reminds me of those old, Bud Light commercials where somebody would say, "Can I have a light?" and they give them a searchlight or a match or something, but not a beer. Okay, yeah, you can light up the lighthouse there and everything else like that. So thanks to John for that. Hey, that was a great quiz. I like that. That was awesome. I hope you had fun playing along. If you're still here with us, we ought to highlight that there's a trivia game there for everybody to play because trivia is kind of an in thing to do right now. Hey, we got great weather coming up. Hope you can get out and enjoy at some point in time. We've got great weather for Tulip time, for the Riverbank run. Thousands of people involved in that. Temperatures will be cool in the morning. It should be a great race. So once again, thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.